Just so you know, while sharing my story, my face is going to turn bright red. I am studying to be a medical anthropologist. When I participate in course seminars, turn in a written paper, or perform an oral presentation, I experience a fear of inadequacy. It's like I'm being chased by a lion, except I'm inside of a university classroom. My heart pounds, my face turns bright red, and I can feel the red flush moving slowly from my neck to the top of my head. I remember the first time it happened. I was giving an oral book report in the 6th grade. Of course, feeling it happen only makes it worse because you know your audience can see it too. I stared out at my 6th grade classmates, willing myself to calm down. But it didn't happen. My face returned to its natural color only after 1 hour past that dreadful, terrifying moment. And it didn't stop there. It happens when giving presentations for class and when I talk during monthly meetings at my job. What explains this condition? I salsa dance in public with 1,000 eyes on me and don't turn red. There is something about graduate studies in medical anthropology. Maybe it's because my reputation is at stake, or I perceive my performance to be just average. A fellow classmate asked me, "Have you heard of imposter syndrome?" Turning red, I said, "Yes, but I think I have it worse than most people." Recently, I conducted an ethnographic interview with Phil, a lawyer, for a research project about immigration. Thankfully, we spoke over the phone, and the device concealed my unsteady hands and the heat flush enveloping my face. My husband is from Ecuador, and I have an interest in immigration issues. This personal interest of mine helped me temporarily cope with the fear of inadequacy during my interview with Phil. Phil has expertise in immigration law. He told me about how employers discourage immigrant farm workers from seeking the workers' compensation benefits available to them. The conversation started okay, though I nervously read the questions verbatim to Phil. This would ensure that I stuck to the script and obtained the information required in the anthropology project. And then it happened. I asked Phil, just out of curiosity, what % of your clients actually get the help from their employers? And Phil responded enthusiastically to my question. He said, "Oh gosh, a very small amount. And it's usually a catastrophic injury. Otherwise, employers try to persuade workers to stay home and not go to the doctor or lie." I continued speaking with Phil and forgot all about my condition. Probing further didn't seem difficult since I had a thirst to learn about Phil's experiences and knowledge. He told me some important information about ways immigrants lose out on workers' compensation benefits. If someone wins a claim but is deported, they typically do not receive the money owed to them. This is a barrier immigrants face that deserves looking into. Phil and I connected through talking about how immigrants face discrimination on a daily basis. As Phil was talking, I thought about my husband and the time when someone called the cops on him. My husband was sitting in his car in a neighborhood waiting to start a painting job. A homeowner reported my husband to the police because he seemed to be in the wrong neighborhood. My conversation with Phil moved beyond the traditional Q&A of a formal interview. We spoke for about an hour instead of the 30 minutes normally allocated to interviews in the research project. It was a successful conversation about the lived realities of immigrants, and it helped me polish my skills as a medical anthropologist. More than that, my complexion and heart rate were completely normal.